So yeah, I'm basically going to be talking about months for 15 minutes. Yep, I know the basics. Each month has either 28. Frick. Phew. Anyways, yeah, we know all this. We know these 12 months. We know that February is the special year. Love, luck, or money. I do not want to listen to this ad. Okay, so they're related to the moon. And they're basically... Months were first used in the Mesopotamia sometime between 500 and 400 BC. That is a heck of a long time ago. And of course I wasn't around back then because, oh jeez, I don't want to go too far, but to measure the natural period related to the lunar month, or the synodic month, which is the time it takes for the moon to go through all the moon phases. And as I know, the moon has like 8 phases. And I think there's a 1 in an 8 chance you can see any of the phases. There's the full moon, the waxing gibbous, the waxing crescent, there's the full moon. No, not the full moon, the new moon. Then there's the waning crescent, the waning gibbous, both half moons. So there's 8. So, why am I basically talking about the moon? I should be talking about months. Anyways, the 10th to 12th, from 10 to 12 months. Ah, yeah, the from 10 to 12 months. I didn't know October was the king instead of December, but no. Our current Gregorian calendar and its predecessor, the Julian calendar, both have 12 months. That's right. However, the month names we use today are derived from the Roman calendar. Oh, the Romans. The rotten Romans. Yep. I used to watch horrible histories and I know the names for some of them. Rotten Romans, terrible Tudors, slimy Stuarts, the vicious Vikings, wicked witches, the woeful Second World War. Anyways, the Roman calendar had 10 months, with the calendar year starting in March, or Martius. Oh, so March is a name as well. Not marching, like... No, not like that. It's a name. Martius. Okay, so... let's take a look at the Roman calendar. It's an ancestor of our modern calendar. It was around from between 509 to 27 BC. Let's see. It was only 10 months. Okay, so those are the names. Let's list the names. Iadarius, Februarius, Martius, Aprilis, Maius, Junius, Quintilis, Sextilis, September, October, November, December. Those are the same. The numbers of days that these guys have. Ianarius has 29, Februarius has 28, Martius has 31, Aprilis has 29, Maius has 31, Junius has 29, Quintilis has 31, Sextilis has 29. September has 29. October has 31. Halloween, boys. And November and December have 29 as well, so, yeah. None of them have 30. February is still has 28. It's basically Januarius and Februarius were newcomers, and the first month was Martius instead. But when Julius and Augustus died, the calendar turned into utter crap. And so these two showed up, and so the days had to be split into 29s, 31s, and 28. Instead of, like, I don't know, 30s. And Jesus Christ, freaking God. Because these two buggers showed up, September, October, November, and December didn't make sense. They didn't make sense anymore. September means 7th month. Guess what's the 7th month now? Quintilis, which means the 5th month. Guess what's the 5th month? Mayus. What the hell is going on with the calendar? Why did it turn into... Basically, it was reformed, which later Roman writers attributed to Romulus' successor, Numa Pompilius. And my god. Then there's the leap month. The Republican calendar year lasted for 355 days. 355? Our current calendar uses 366. Yeah, it's about 10 days shorter than a tropical year. What will one other year have 375 days because of all the wasted 10 days? Or will it be split into 10 years or something? Well, I don't know. Or will there be a 13th month called I Am Your Grandpa? Get added into the calendar with 10 days. When Julius Caesar became Pontifex Maximus, he ordered a calendar reform which eliminated leap months and resulted in the implementation of the Julian calendar. Let's look at the Julian calendar. It has 12 months. February 30th. What the frick? Too many leap days. Realigned with the sun. Several days missing in 1752. What the fricking hell is this? Are all the months the same as in Gregorian? I don't know. It's the same as Gregorian, but everything is fucked up. Like, what the frick? Like, let's see. February 30th was a real date. February 30th was a date at least twice in history. February had 30 days at one time. Like, what the frick? It existed in 1700. It existed in 1704 and 1708. It existed in 1712. It existed in 1753. It existed in 1930 and 1931 and 1929. It existed in 1940. It existed between 45 and 8 BC. What the frick? July is a very greedy month. What days were missing in 1752? Oh my god, September, what the frick? September, what the frick have you been doing? The 1st and 2nd of September 1752. 1 and 2. Then straight to 14. What the frick? Oh my... Oh my god, what the frick? You ate 12 of the days of September 1752. What the heck? You ate 12 days? Oh my... 11 actually. You ate 11 days in September 1752. Creating short months. What the frick? The most recent one was 1927, removing 13 days. What the frick? I would be upset if 2020 happens to have a short month, and it was on October, and it ruined Halloween. Or if it was on December, and it skipped Christmas. What would everyone feel? Oh, and then there's a double leap year, which has February 30th in it. Oh my god. Currently, between 1901 to 2099, the Julian calendar is 13 days behind the Gregorian calendar. So it's off by 1 day every 3,000 freaking years. The revised Julian calendar, what? 10 times more accurate. Doesn't have any errors. Years that are evenly divisible by 4 are leap years. With the exception, years that are also evenly divisible by 100 and the remainder is neither 200 or 600 when divided by 900 are not leap years. Why don't we use that calendar? It wouldn't make much of a difference. The offset is negligible for many generations to come. The two systems will be in sync until 2800, which is a leap year in the Gregorian calendar but not in the revised Julian calendar. In other words, February 29th, 2800 will be March 1st, 2800 in the revised Julian calendar. So when the year becomes 2800, the revised Julian calendar and the Gregorian calendar will no longer sync, because the revised Julian calendar thinks 2800 isn't a leap year, let's skip it. And then the Julian calendar and then the Gregorian calendar say, oh look, what a great leap year, let's add the 29th day of February onto it. And then they fall out. Screw you, 2800, you ruin everything. A year is never 365 days. It is actually 365 and a quarter days. It's a tropical year.
Tropical year is 365 and a quarter years. Common year is 365 days, and a leap year is 366 days, adding another day on February.
Okay, I'll stop. The hunter's moon? No!